Sugisawa Municipal High School, Occult Research Club. First-year student, Yuji Itadori. Pause. Are you ready? Here we go. Second-year club members Oguchi and Sasaki nodded in agreement. They were challenged to name an animal weaker than the school council president. Spirits, one said. Spirits? The other chuckled. What, like a fish? The council president dismissed them. We don't have space for clubs like that. You didn't even submit your activity reports. Yuji shrugged. I'm actually skilled at Aikido. Confident. For the record, I'm gonna kill you. Hey, so you really are Mr. Worm. Oguchi glared. I wouldn't mess with our club members if I were you. But the council president declared, this room will be the girls' track and field changing room starting today, so get out. They insisted it was a bluff. This is about a new paranormal phenomenon connected to the school. You know the rugby field's been closed off, right? Yuji nodded. Yeah, a lot of students got sick, some even hospitalized. Exactly. Strange, isn't it? They're rugby players, tough as nails. But before getting sick, they all heard strange noises and voices. They produced a 30-year-old newspaper article. During construction here, Mr. Yoshida, a company employee, went missing. He was in debt, targeted by loan sharks. Our theory? His body is buried under the rugby field, and his lingering spirit is the cause. Serious. Ticks, someone interjected. Tick-borne diseases are no joke. Maybe that's the reason. Stop spreading rumors, the teacher scolded. This isn't a kid's game. But Yuji's group pushed on. We're the Occult Research Club. We investigate the unknown. It's a respectable activity. The teacher pointed out they didn't meet the 3-member minimum. Yuji, you're on the track team, not in this club. Yuji protested. I rewrote the application to say Occult Research Club. Enough. I'm not joining, Yuji insisted. The track coach, Mr. Takagi, stepped in. Let's settle this. On the field. Determined. If I win, you join. If I lose, I'll give up on you. Yuji grinned. Say no more. I accept. Meanwhile, far away, someone sensed a special grade cursed object. What a pain, they muttered. The presence is too big. I'd better hurry and retrieve it. At this rate, sneaking in might be pointless. The curse felt close, too close. Once I expel it, I'll search every corner of the school. Back on the field, the announcer called, Shot put event. Mr. Takagi versus Yuji Itadori from West Junior High. Rumors spread. They say he's one ninja warrior, or he's the reincarnation of Croatian fighter Mirko Krokop. Mr. Takagi threw first, 14 meters. Impressed. He's still got it, but Yuji picked up the shot, unsure. Can I just throw it how I want? They whispered about his nickname, the Tiger of West Junior High. That's kind of lame, Yuji said. He turned to Mr. Takagi. Sorry for pitting strength against a sprinter, but hopefully this will show you how serious I am. Pause. Yuji grinned, playful. All right, I win. Nice throw, the coach admitted. Yuji waved. Thanks, Teach. I gotta go, spectators whispered in awe. He threw it like a baseball pitch. His nickname is Tiger, but honestly, he's more like a gorilla. Oguchi smiled. You don't even have to do anything. Just be a phantom member. Kind of fitting for the Occult Research Club, right? Yuji laughed. For real? That's why I think a sports club would be a better fit. Sasaki added, You don't have to feel obligated to stay in the Occult Research Club, you know, but everyone needs to be in a club, right? Yuji shrugged. I've got my reasons, and I need to be home by 5. They protested. We're scared because we like it. Besides, you guys can't even go to haunted spots without me, even though you like scary stuff. Yuji smirked. The Occult Research Club's really growing on me. If it's okay, I'd like to stay. Pause. Elsewhere, a shadowed figure watched. That's impressive. He did that without cursed energy, just natural ability. I wonder if he's like Zenin-senpai. Yuji glanced at the clock. It's already 4:30. I've wasted too much time. The cursed object's presence grew heavier. I can feel it even stronger now. Someone spotted him. How is he so fast? He runs the 50-meter dash in 3 seconds. Inside Sugisawa Hospital, Yuji's grandfather called out, Yuji, I have some final words for you. It's about your parents. Yuji cut him off, firm. Stop, I don't care. And stop trying to act cool before you die. Just be yourself. Don't you get it, brat? The old man coughed. A man wants to go out in style. Don't waste your time in a sad place like this. Help people. You're strong, so just help them. Don't expect gratitude. But when it's your time, make sure you're surrounded by others. Don't end up like me. Yuji swallowed hard. Sad pause. Moments later, a nurse's voice broke the silence. Mr. Itadori? Yes? Your grandfather is gone. Yuji signed. The documents. Thanks for everything, he told the staff. My grandpa would be mad if I moped around. It's my first time experiencing this, so it hasn't really sunk in yet. A stranger appeared, sharp-eyed. Yuji Itadori? The cursed object you have is extremely dangerous. Hand it over. Cursed object? Yuji frowned. Who are you? Sorry, no time. I'm from Jujutsu High School. First year Megumi Fushiguro. Yuji pulled out the item. Oh yeah, I found it. Megumi's tone darkened. Nationally, the number of unexplained deaths and missing persons exceeds 10,000 annually. The majority are the result of negative energy flowing out of people, curses. Places like schools or hospitals gather that energy. The object you found is one such item, a talisman. It feeds on pain, regret, and humiliation. Ominous pause. Megumi's voice stayed steady. The more people dwell on bad memories, the more a place absorbs those feelings, and the more malice placed upon a cursed object, the more it can deflect other curses, using poison to fend off poison. Yuji frowned. A talisman sounds harmless enough. Isn't that a good thing? How's that dangerous? Because, Megumi explained, serious pause. After many years, the seal weakens. The talisman changes. It starts attracting curses and feeding on them. Hand it over now before anyone dies. Compared to other cursed objects, the one at your school is extremely dangerous. It's special grade. Yuji held up the box. It's empty, but fine. Explain that to my friends. Megumi's eyes narrowed. Lingering inside was the cursed energy I chased here. Where do your club members live? They have it, Yuji said. They're planning to peel off the seal tonight at school. Is that bad? Not just bad, Megumi snapped. Urgent. They'll die. That night, in the darkened school, the Occult Research Club prepared their ritual. The atmosphere is important with stuff like this, Aguchi whispered. Sasaki tugged at the paper. I can't get it off. Wait, it came off. She held up a shriveled, blackened human finger. Is it real? No, Megumi muttered, from afar. Someone without cursed energy shouldn't be able to remove one. This time, though, the object inside is too strong. The seal's old. What is this pressure? Ominous pause. A rumble shook the walls. There's no way there's a curse, Yuji told himself. But things are looking bad. Megumi barked, Stay here. They're my friends, Yuji protested. I have to help. Upstairs, a monstrous shadow twisted in the hall. Trembling voices called, What is that? The cursed presence spread everywhere. Divine dogs, go! Megumi commanded, his shikigami tearing into the black mass. Yuji froze, heart pounding. Reflective. Am I scared? I cried because I was sad. Not scared. I wonder if Grandpa was afraid of death. I'm afraid, but this feels different from his death. Help people. You're a strong kid, screams echoed. Megumi shouted, Too late! It's trying to swallow the cursed object and the students all at once. Yuji remembered. No one had visited his grandfather besides him. The old man had been short-tempered, stubborn, but he died peacefully. "This isn't a natural death," Megumi said grimly. "This is a curse." Through the chaos, Yuji asked, "What are those things?" "My shikigami. You can see them because we're in a place saturated with curses," Megumi explained. Yuji shook his head. "I've never seen a ghost before. But if people have to die, I want it to be in the best way possible, especially for the people I know." Determined pause. Megumi's voice was tense. "Special grade cursed object, Ryomen Sukuna. Or at least, part of him." Yuji blinked. "No, I get it. Actually, I don't. Yeah, forget it. It's dangerous. Just hand it over." Megumi's expression darkened. "Run!" But before they could escape, the curse attacked. Megumi's incantations failed. Time's up. "Damn it. I can't think straight. What raw strength? I told you to run." Yuji shook his head. "Forget it. I'd have nightmares if I left now. Besides, I've got quite the curse myself." Megumi growled, urgent. "It doesn't matter how strong you are. A curse can only be exorcised by another curse. Get out, now! You're the only one who can carry the others to safety." Yuji glanced at the writhing mass. "Why's the curse targeting the finger?" "Because it plans on eating it to gain stronger cursed energy," Megumi answered. "And someone, like you, with no cursed energy, will just get in the way. You'll die." Yuji clenched his fists. "So if I just get some cursed energy, I can save everyone, right?" Megumi's eyes widened. "You idiot! That's a special grade cursed object, a lethal poison. 1 in a million chance." But Yuji had already acted. Intense pause. He swallowed the finger. The curse's energy exploded. "The special grade cursed object has incarnated." A deep, mocking voice laughed. "Light, flesh, how I've missed this. Where are the people, the women? A cursed spirit's flesh is no fun. What a wonderful age. It'll be a massacre." Yuji's own voice roared back, angry. "What do you think you're doing with my body? Give it back." The entity was shocked. "How are you able to move? This is my body now." Yuji smirked. "Kind of like Two-Face. I can suppress you." Megumi readied his stance. "Under Jujutsu regulations, I'll exorcise you. You're no longer human, the curse known as Yuji Itadori." Before he could strike, another voice cut in, calm, confident. "Which one are you now? Where's Fushiguro? Where are my friends?" A tall man with blindfolded eyes stepped forward. "I teach first years at Jujutsu High," he said lightly. "Satoru Gojo." Yuji blinked. "I'm not sure if I should be worried about other people right now. What's going on?" Gojo smiled. Playful. "Your secret execution's been set. You're cursed, so I'll exorcise you. But more importantly, you and I are pretty beat up. Let's get to a hospital." The higher-ups had sent him after hearing a special grade cursed object had gone missing. "I agreed to come," Gojo said. "As long as I got time to see the sights. Man, you're really messed up. At first I wasn't gonna come, but now..." Yuji admitted. "I ate it." Gojo chuckled. "For real? That's hilarious. You're not kidding, they're combined. Can you switch to Sukuna? How does your body feel?" Yuji shrugged. "Probably fine." "Don't worry," Gojo said with a grin. "I'm the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer. 10 seconds. Take control again after 10 seconds. He tossed Megumi a package. "Hold this. I went to buy souvenirs. Sendai. City specialty. Super delicious. Edamame and cream flavor. My recommendation." Megumi glared. "You were shopping while people were dying." Gojo just smiled. "I've got a student watching, so I hope you don't mind if I show off a little." Air shifted, tense pause. It wasn't just his unbelievable speed. Gojo radiated power. Sukuna's voice dripped with disdain. "It doesn't matter what era it is, you stupid jujutsu sorcerer. But Gojo wasn't listening to the taunts. His focus was on Yuji. Yuji staggered, struggling to keep control. Damn it! Again! I can't hold him back. Gojo observed calmly. You really can control it. Impressive. It's a miracle that's the only side effect, though he's kind of annoying, isn't he? Yuji smirked faintly. I knocked him out. Success. Gojo lifted the unconscious boy. Heavy, but if he wakes up without being possessed, he might have potential as a vessel. If not, his tone sharpened. He must be executed under jujutsu regulations. A higher-up's voice over the phone was firm. Even if he's a potential vessel, execute him. Gojo chuckled. But I don't want to let him die. That's my personal opinion. Then do something about it, came the curt reply. Gojo grinned. Leave it to me. Precious student's request. Granted. When Yuji awoke, Gojo didn't sugarcoat it. You're going to be executed, but the sentence is suspended, for now. Let me explain. That cursed object you ate? There are 20 in total. We have 6, counting both fingers and toes? Nope. Sukuna had 4 arms. You can't destroy them, and no one alive can seal them properly. With each day, they grow stronger. That's where you come in. Gojo's gaze turned serious. A vessel who can control Sukuna may never appear again. So, why waste this chance? The higher-ups want to kill you right away. But I convinced them. Kill you after you consume all of Sukuna. 2 options. Die now, or die after taking them. All into your body. Later, at Sugisawa Hospital, Yuji visited his injured friends. How's Aguchi? The doctor says he's fine, but he's still unconscious, Sasaki answered. It's all my fault. We were attacked by a strange monster, and I was captured too. I believe you, Yuji said softly, because I told him to come to school that night. Sasaki frowned. Those weren't monsters, were they? No. They were curses. That finger was a special grade cursed object. It gathered curses and made itself stronger. So it's not your fault. I'm the one who picked it up first. Yuji stepped outside with Gojo. So, have you made a decision? Gojo's voice was calm, but edged. If you start hunting Sukuna's remains, you'll see gruesome things. I can't guarantee you won't be a victim one day. But you're a strong kid. Help people. Yuji looked down. If Sukuna is completely eliminated, will fewer people be killed by curses? Of course, Gojo said. Now, do you still have that finger? Yuji held it up. That's number 2, Gojo noted. 1/10 of the way there. Yuji grimaced. Gross. So gross it makes me laugh. Gojo explained matter-of-factly. He's able to control Sukuna without a problem. Only once every 1,000 years does someone with this kind of ability appear. Yuji rubbed the back of his neck. I'm wondering why the heck I have to be executed. But I can't just ignore the curses. I'm gonna eat the rest of Sukuna. That's all. Sukuna's voice slithered through his mind, mocking. What an irritating last request. Good stuff. You're really growing on me, kid, Gojo smirked. Get your things together. We're going to Tokyo. Yuji raised an eyebrow. Tokyo? We going somewhere? You're enrolling in the same school for jujutsu where I teach, Tokyo, Prefectural Jujutsu High School, one of only 2 jujutsu education facilities in the country. The trip took them into the mountains. Yuji blinked at the scenery. Is this really Tokyo? It's not unusual for the suburbs, Gojo replied. This place serves not only as a school, but as a base for missions and community support. When they arrived, Gojo grinned. First things first, you've got an interview with the principal. If you mess up, you might get rejected. So, stay sharp. Inside, Sukuna stirred again, whispering threats. When I make this kid's body mine, you'll be the first I kill. Gojo ignored him, explaining, Ryomen Sukuna, 4 arms, 2 faces, a demon of legend. But the truth? He was a human over 1,000 years ago. His remains became cursed objects so powerful we couldn't destroy them, preserved in their own grave wax. He is the king of curses, without a doubt. Yuji asked quietly, "Is he stronger than you, sensei?" Gojo smiled. If Sukuna regained all his power, it might be a little tough. But would I lose? Nah, I'd win. They entered the principal's workshop. The man, surrounded by handmade dolls, looked up. "You're late by 8 minutes." Yuji introduced himself. "My name's Yuji Itadori. I'm into girls like Jennifer Lawrence. Nice to meet you." "Why are you here?" the principal asked. Yuji answered without hesitation. "To learn jujutsu and to collect the remaining pieces of Sukuna. It's dangerous to leave them as they are." The principal leaned forward. "And after you learn why, people you don't even know die every day from accidents, disease, tragedy. Are you saying you can't accept their deaths?" Serious pause. Yuji looked the principal straight in the eye. "If it's caused by a curse, then yes. That was my grandpa's last request to me. I'm not concerned with the details, I just want to help people." The principal's gaze hardened. "So, you're going to fight curses? Because someone else asked you to?" Disqualified. A doll on the desk moved. Yuji flinched. "That's not a doll. This," the principal said, "is a cursed corpse. A doll infused with my curse. Her name is Kathy. Until I get a worthy answer, she'll keep attacking. People are more honest with their backs against the wall." Yuji dodged a strike. "It's not just anyone's last request. It's my grandpa's." The principal pressed. "Even a family member is still someone else, isn't he? Jujutsu sorcerers live close to death. You have to be motivated and a little crazy. If you die, will it be your grandfather's fault?" Yuji's voice rose. "I've always been good at sports and fighting. Consuming Sukuna, going on missions, it's something only I can do. Even if I could run away from my execution. No matter what I do, eating, taking a bath, reading manga, it'll still be there, eating at me. I can't convince myself it's not my fault. People might be dying because of Sukuna. And no thanks. I'm not going to regret the way I live." Theater. Principal studied him for a long moment, then nodded. "Welcome to Jujutsu High. You pass." Gojo led Yuji through the dorms. "This is your room. Do whatever you want with it. Fushiguro and I could retrieve Sukuna's fingers without you, but to be honest, there's no way you're not fighting." Yuji grinned. "I said I'd do it, didn't I? Don't make Me think twice about it," Gojo explained. "Some fingers give off a huge presence, others stay quiet. Some are already inside curses. If they were easy to find, we'd have them by now. But the Sukuna you consumed will draw you toward the rest, like a radar. That's why we need you in the field." They walked down the hall. "You're next door to Fushiguro," Gojo said. "I think we can make this work." Fushiguro muttered, "What a pain." "Think positive," Gojo replied. "We're picking up the 3rd first-year student tomorrow." Meanwhile, miles away, a train rolled toward Tokyo. A girl looked out the window. 4 hours just to get to Morioka. I'll be in Tokyo soon. What should I do if I get scouted by a talent? Agent like Stardust Promotion? Playful pause. On the train, Yuji asked, "Have you ever met anyone else who can see curses?" "Only 3 first years this year," Gojo replied. "That's how rare jujutsu sorcerers are." When they arrived, Gojo waved. "Thanks for waiting. This school's unusual. Everyone has different circumstances. The other first year was admitted a while ago." Yuji adjusted his new uniform. "Perfect fit, but it's different from Fushiguro's. It's got a hoodie. Gojo-sensei is quirky like that," Fushiguro said flatly. "I like it," Yuji grinned. Gojo led them into Harajuku. "She asked to meet us here." A girl with short hair approached. The name's Nobara Kugisaki. Lucky you, getting to hang out with a girl like me. Yuji smiled. I'm Yuji Itadori from Sendai. She glanced at Fushiguro. Let me guess. You're the type who burned seagulls for fun as a kid. I hate guys who act all high and mighty, she added, smirking. Gojo clapped his hands. Now that all three of you are together and two of you are new to Tokyo, let's go on a tour. Yokohama's in Tokyo, right? Yuji asked. Idiot, Nobara shot back. That's in Kanagawa, and Disneyland's in Chiba. The banter continued until Gojo announced their real destination, a cemetery with an abandoned building. That combination attracts curses, he explained. He pointed at the building. Nobara, Yuji, you're going in to expel any curses. Yuji, use this. He handed over a black blade. It's a cursed tool called Slaughter Demon. Don't let Sukuna out. If you did, you'd wipe out the curses instantly, and any humans nearby. Fushiguro frowned. Let me go too. We need to keep an eye on Itadori. This is Nobara's test, Gojo said. Nobara gripped her weapon. I came all the way to Tokyo and now I've got to deal with curses? What a pain. Yuji grinned. Let's finish up and get sushi in Ginza. She nodded. I'll start on the top floor and work down. You start from the bottom, quick and clean. Yuji smirked. Curses are dangerous, you know. That's why you're not popular. Nobara shot back as they entered. Pause. Inside the abandoned building, Nobara shot Yuji a sharp glare. I can't read you at all. Yuji smirked. That's why you're not popular. She snapped back. Bet you're not popular either, idiot. Now move. Yuji confronted a curse head-on, moving with surprising agility. Watching from outside, Gojo commented to Fushiguro. That guy's crazy. Even though curses take monstrous forms, he doesn't hesitate to strike. Many sorcerers with potential crumble when faced, with fear or disgust, but not him. He was just an ordinary high schooler this morning. Meanwhile, Nobara prowled the upper floors. Hey you, curse hiding in the mannequin. No reaction? Then it's time to say goodbye. Gojo explained, curses are born from people's hearts. In a place like Tokyo, their number and strength are on a whole other level compared to the countryside. Nobara spotted movement. A child. She relaxed. Everything's okay now. You can come out. But before the boy could move, a curse seized him. Her eyes narrowed. So that's your game, taking a hostage. She assessed it calmly. Grade 4, maybe low grade 3. Not that strong. It just knows I can't risk the boy's life. Let the kid go, she ordered. The curse didn't budge. Nobara muttered, guess it won't be that easy. Suddenly, Yuji burst in. You all right? The curse tried to flee, but Nobara raised her hammer. Straw doll technique, resonance. Her strike landed. Clean. As they regrouped, Nobara spoke quietly. When I was in first grade, a girl moved to our village from Tokyo. She was kind, like a doll. But the villagers ostracized her, called her arrogant, and drove her out. It was sickening. She'd make me homemade sweets, always smiling, even though she was treated so badly. Yuji listened in silence. That's why I came to the city. I hated the countryside. This was the only way to move to Tokyo, by staying true to myself. If we ever meet again, I'll take her to that shop she loved. She glanced away. If I'd stayed there, I would have died. Maybe not physically, but inside. So, thanks, Yuji. He grinned. We're even then. Gojo appeared smiling. Good job, you two. Light pause. After sending the rescued boy home safely, Yuji stretched. Sushi or steak? Time for some grub. Nobara grinned. Fushiguro trailed behind, silent. What's wrong? Yuji asked. Nobara smirked. He's pouting because he was left out. How immature. Before they could continue, an urgent briefing came through. an unnamed apparition, possibly special grade, had been spotted by multiple civilians. It was deemed an emergency. 3 first-year students were assigned to the scene. But in the end, one would not return alive. The location, a detention center. 5 inmates trapped inside, along with the curse. Kiyotaka Ijichi, the assistant manager from Jujutsu High, explained, special grade curses are on a whole other level. When you encounter one, your options are simple: run or die. Do not engage. Your mission is to locate and evacuate survivors. Nothing more. They moved in under the cover of a curtain, a barrier that turned day into night, shielding the area from the outside world. Fushiguro knelt beside his divine dogs. If the curse gets close, they'll let us know. Let's go. Inside, the air twisted unnaturally. The building itself felt wrong, doors shifting, hallways changing shape. This was supposed to be a 2-story building, Yuji whispered, but the domain's expanding. Following the scent of an exit, they pressed deeper until they found them. 3 bodies crumpled in the dark. That's brutal, Yuji murmured. His face isn't even that damaged. That's the woman's son, Fushiguro confirmed grimly. Nobara stiffened. We're bringing him back. Fushiguro's tone was hard. Leave him. We need to confirm the others first. Yuji's voice rose. I said we're bringing him. Why save his body? Fushiguro's eyes narrowed. Because to some, he's not worth saving alive. The truth was sinking in. They were in a special grades domain now, and survival was far from guaranteed. Pause. Jujutsu sorcerers receive all kinds of information before infiltration. This time, the target was a juvenile detention center. Fushiguro's voice was low. That was his 2nd time driving without a license, and he hit a girl walking home from school. Yuji hesitated. But who's to say the person you save won't hurt someone else in the future? Focus, Fushiguro snapped. Our job is to save as many as we can. Did you save me because of that? Yuji pressed. Knock it off, this isn't the time. Then the divine dog whimpered and vanished. Fushiguro froze. It can't be. Before they could react, the air thickened, an overwhelming, foul presence pressing down on them. It's a special grade, Yuji breathed. The darkness closed in. Yuji's mind raced. If I die, you die too, Sukuna. You don't want that, do you? Sukuna laughed. I refuse. I'm not in control. Switch with me if you want. But even if I die here, I still have 18 more fragments out there. Maybe I'll kill Fushiguro next. Yuji's eyes hardened. I won't let that happen. Find Kugisaki and get out, he shouted. I'll hold this thing off. You're up against a special grade with 1 arm, Fushiguro warned. Yuji gritted his teeth. Just go. Give me a signal when you're safe. The fight was brutal. Yuji's punches barely scratched it. The curse moved like liquid shadow. Pain seared through him. If only I hadn't swallowed that finger. If only fear and despair clawed at him. I don't want to die here. Not like this. But then his grandfather's words echoed in his mind. Help people. A strong kid like you. Help them, Yuji roared, channeling every ounce of strength into his fist. Somewhere in the chaos, Fushiguro's signal flared. Yuji smirked despite the blood on his lips. You're such an annoying brat, he told the curse. The battle wasn't over, but his resolve was set.